When it comes to fishing these big weed beds like this, a big part of it is cast placement, obviously. So we got both Rich and I are fishing this, and right now what we're doing is I'm taking the bait, working the outside of the weed bed, and then Rich is on the inside picking it apart. When you're in this real dense cover, the strike zone for the fish isn't really big. So if you come through a weed bed like this, just fan casting, moving through it quick, where both guys are making the same angle directly at the weed bed pulling out, you're missing a lot of the potential places for fish to be hiding. So we're kind of drifting horizontally through it, and that way I can work the outside edge, Rich works the inside, and we're covering the water much more thoroughly. All right. Hey, if you spend any time fishing muskies or big pike in Sunset Country, one of the places you're gonna fish for sure is weed beds. And a lot of times these weed beds can get so thick that it's hard to work a bait through it if you're throwing a bucktail or a lot of different baits. But believe it or not, one of the best lure choices to fish this heavy cover is something like this. This happens to be a suic. Another one of my favorite choices is the Rapala Super Shad. What these two baits have in common is they're both very buoyant, meaning that when you pull the bait down, they rise up quickly, and what they do is they back out of cover. So to access these fish that are buried in weeds like that, I'll show you the little trick to be able to sneak in and get after the fish. So you make your cast into the cover, look for little pockets, but you'll pull, back the bait up, pull, give it slack, and what it's doing is it's diving down. When it makes contact with cover, it just backs right up. And a hook that's got, or a bait that's got treble hooks on it can, believe it or not, walk through some of the thickest cover that there is in this part of the country. And the great thing about it is when you get bit, these fish explode out of nowhere, and it's some of the coolest bites you'll get in muskie fishing. So next time you make a trip to my favorite place in the world to fish, Sunset Country, be sure to pack some baits that are really buoyant and go after those big fish in the weeds. It's a blast.
Hey, for more information, check out visitsunsetcountry.com or call 1-800-665-7567 to get a free guide and map.